Good morning everyone. Our topic is current electricity, and in this topic we are discussing about what is current, what is resistance, and what is current density, conductivity and resistivity. So many properties we are discussing in this chapter. Then finally we are discussing in this chapter what is the resistivity of in various material. What is the resistivity of various material? Actually, basically, some materials are conductor, some material are semiconductor, and some material are insulator. So in these three types of material, the resistivity of material is different. It's mean in insulator basically there no flow of current in this insulator, so the resistivity of insulator is very high. The resistivity of insulator in this conductor is basically 10 to power 18 ohm into meter. Ohm into meter is the unit of the resistivity. Okay, and if we discussing about metal, yeah, conductor, actually the conductor flow of current easily. So in this conductor the resistivity of is very less, 10 to power minus 8 to 10 to power minus 6 ohm into meter. Okay, and if we discussing about what is in semiconductor, actually in semiconductor the value of the resistivity is depend on temperature. Okay, if you increasing temperature is increasing, then the resistivity is decreasing. So in the semiconductor basically the value of the resistivity is depend on temperature. If you increase the temperature, then resistivity is less. Okay, so this is the basic phenomena of the insulator, conductor and semiconductor ki how resistivity is value form. Okay, and basically in the form of practical use we are using two type of resistor. First is wire bonded. Okay, and second is carbon resistor. Second is carbon resistor. Okay, actually we are using two type of resistor. First is carbon resistor and second is wire bonded. Actually in the practical use the carbon resistor is size is very small and they show the very high range of resistor. So we are using basically carbon resistor in this circuit in practical form. So what is the value of the carbon resistor and what is carbon resistor we are discussing in this chapter. So in carbon resistor actually there are many colors. Okay, in this resistor the form of this resistor is like this. The carbon resistor form is like, okay, and this is the color line of the resistor. This is the color line in the resistor. Okay, so how can its line show the resistance? So so we understand this. We draw a table. There are a color and there are number, there are multiple, and there are tolerance. Okay, so in this table we know what is the sequence of color. So easy to understand this sequence of color, we are using a rhyme. Actually this rhyme is B.B. Roy, Great Britain and very good wife. Then we are using gold, silver and no color. Okay, so BB Roy, ROY Roy, Great Britain, very good wife, gold, silver and no color. Okay, it's mean BB Roy is live in Great Britain and his wife is very good. So this is the basic statement to remember that. Then the value of the B is black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, gray, white, gold, silver and no color. Okay, so the black number is 0 and its multiple is 1, brown 2, multiple is brown number is 1, multiple is 10 to power 1, for red 2, multiple is 10 to power 2, orange 3, multiple is 10 to power 3, and there are no any tolerance. Okay, the tolerance is less. For yellow 4, 10 to power 4, no tolerance. Green 5, 10 to power 5, no tolerance. Blue 6, 10 to power 6, no tolerance. Violet 7, 10 to power 7, no tolerance. Gray 8, 10 to power 8, no tolerance. White 9, 10 to power 9, no tolerance. And gold, the number is not, but it have 10 to power minus 1 multiple and 5% tolerance. For silver, no number, but multiple is 10 to power minus 2 and tolerance is 10%. And no color, there are no number and no multiple, but it have 20% tolerance. This is the basic table of carbon register. Okay, so this is the color in this carbon register, and this is number, this is multiple, this is tolerance. So we take example to how can I find out the exact resistance in the carbon register. Okay, so we are taking example. In this example we are using a carbon register like this. Okay, and it have 1, 2, 3 and 4 line. Okay, this is for yellow color, this is red, this is orange and this is silver. Okay, so first two color we are using number. So what is the number of yellow? Yellow number is, the R is equals to 5. Second red number is 2 into, for third we are using multiple, orange, the multiple of orange is 10 to power 3. And finally fourth we are using its tolerance. The tolerance of silver is what? The tolerance of silver is 10%. Okay, so this is the value of register for in carbon register. If in any case the fourth line are not given, then we are using tolerance 20%, because there are no color, so we are using tolerance 20%. Okay, if fourth line are not given. So this is the basic phenomena of the carbon register. Then we are discussing about the temperature dependency of resistivity. How the temperature dependence on resistor? How the temperature dependence on resistor? Because if the temperature is change of any material, the resistivity of the material is also change. How it can change? We are discussing about that. Temperature dependence of resistivity. In the temperature dependence of resistivity, actually these are rho T equals to rho naught 1 plus alpha T minus T naught. This is the basic formula of temperature with relation of resistivity. Rho T equals to rho naught. Rho naught is the initial temperature and T is the final temperature, and alpha is the coefficient of resistivity. Alpha is the coefficient of resistivity and its unit is actually temperature inverse. The alpha is the coefficient of resistivity and this unit is temperature inverse. If you have some value of in this formula, you are getting rho T easily. Okay. Then we are using the another formula of rho. Actually in the previous lecture we are discussing about rho is equals to m upon n e square tau. Okay. This formula is basically come from the drift velocity and we are using some other formula. So we are finally getting rho equals to m upon n e square tau. Basically for metals, basically for conductors. Basically for conductor, actually n is not depend on temperature T. So in the conductor, actually if you increase the temperature, then rho is also increase. Okay, because n is the number of electron in a conductor is not depend on the temperature. If you increase the temperature in conductor, the number of electron is not change. So if you increase the temperature, basically the resistivity of the conductor is increase. But in semiconductor and insulator, basically n is increase, then temperature increase. Semiconductor and insulator, the number of electron is increased when the temperature is increased. If you see here, if n is increased, then basically rho is decreased because n is in denominator. So n is increased, then rho is decreased. So we are also say that if the temperature of the semiconductor and insulator are increased, then its resistivity is decreased. Okay, so this is the basic relation between temperature dependence of resistivity. Then we are discussing about the combination of resistors. Okay, then we are discussing about the combination of resistors, how resistors are combined. Before we are discussing about combination of resistor, we are discussing about energy, electrical energy and power. Electrical energy and power. In the previous chapter, we are discussing about actually the work done is equals to potential difference. Okay, we know that. So the internal energy of delta U is equals to, we know that this is equals to actually QV. Okay, and according to this chapter, we replace the Q is equals to I delta T into V, and we know that because this Q charge is electron and electron have negative charge, so we are using minus sign, we are also using minus sign. Okay, due to energy conservation, due to energy conservation, we know that delta K plus delta U equals to 0, and due to this formula delta K is equals to minus delta U. So if we find out the value of the delta K, this is equals to basically I delta T V. Okay, this minus sign is cancel out due to this minus sign. Okay, and this delta K is also equals to delta W. Okay, work done. we know that the power of P is delta W upon delta T, work per unit time. So work per unit time is equals to, there are IV, and P is equals to IV, and if we are using the formula R equals to V upon I, okay, if we are using this formula, we are replacing this formula in two form. First is R square R and second is V square upon R. These three formula are using to find out the power of electric power. Okay, you are using this formula easily, and you find out the power of you find out the electric power. Okay, and basically we are know that actually the millions of length of wire are flow of current. So in this case, the very high range of power we are needed, we have a very high range of power. So actually if we have a device, okay, we have a device, the device power is V equals to IV, and the connecting wire power is equals to PC equals to I square R. Okay, and if in this both case in a device we are put in a connecting wire, okay, and the device power is P equals to IV, and the connecting wire power is equals to PC barabar I square RC. In both device and the connecting wire, actually the current of I is same. So we find out the value of I from here. This is equals to P upon V, and if we put the value of the here, then we are getting P square upon V square RC. So in this case, this is PC equals to 1 upon V square. So if we are using this device between the connecting wire, so we are using the less value of voltage, and we are getting the high value of power. So basically this device is a transformer. We are using transformer to convert the power to flow of the power of the millions of kilometer. So we are using transformer. Okay, then we are discussing about the combination of resistor. We are discussing about the combination of resistor. How can I combine the resistor, and what is the the value of the total resistance? So combination of resistor (30-second break). Okay, the combination of resistor, we are using two type of combination. First is series combination. Okay, actually in series combination, a resistor is connected by like this. This is resistance R1, this is R2, and this is R3. Okay, this is point A, this is point B, this is C, and this is D. Okay, if we are using only two resistor for simplify this calculation, okay, we are only using two resistor, then we know that in this resistor the current I is flow from here to here. So the value of the I is same, but this resistance have potential difference V1 and this resistance have potential difference V2. So for both resistor the value of the potential is different. So if we are using total potential, this is equals to V1 plus V2, and using the formula V equals to IR, we know that this is equals to IR, this is equivalent, and I, because in total in complete wire the I is same, so we are using only I R1 plus I R2, and this is IR equivalent, I is common, R1 plus R2, and this I is cancelled out from here, so we are getting I equivalent equals to R1 plus R2. Okay. R1 plus R2. If you are using n number of resistor like this, then you are getting the total resistance of this resistor. If this circuit is equals to R1 plus R2 and Rn. Okay. So this is the basic formula of the series combination of the resistor. Then we are using parallel combination. Second, we are using parallel. In parallel combination, the resistor is connected by like this. Like this. Okay. This is point A and this is point B. Basically, in this case, the current I is flow here, then it convert into I1 and I2, divide into I1 and I2, and there are it's add up, and this is finally I. Okay. In this is the resistor R1, this is the resistor R2, and actually this is have both resistor have the potential difference V is same. There are also potential difference because both wire are in between A and B. So the potential difference of the both wire is same V, but the current is different. So the total current I is equals to I1 plus I2, and if you using the formula I equals to V by R, I equals to V by R, this is R equivalent, and V upon R1 plus V upon R2. We are using only here V because for both resistor the potential value is same, so we are using only V. And if we simplify this, R equivalent equals to V is common, and this is 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2, V is cancel out, so you are getting a formula R equivalent is equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. It is for two resistor. If you are using n number of resistor to combine to parallel form, then you are get the complete value of the resistance is R equivalent equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 and so on 1 upon Rn. So this is the basic formula to find out the complete resistance in parallel combination. Okay. So this is the basic combination of series and parallel of resistance, and this is the basic formula you are find out easily. If you have more than one resistor, then you want to find out the one value of the resistor, so you are getting you are using this formula, you are easily find out the complete value of the resistor. Okay. Then we are discussing about cell, EMF and internal resistance. Okay, we are discussing about what is cell, what is EMF and what is internal resistance. Cells, EMF and internal resistance. Okay. In this case, we are using a diagram like this. This is a resistor, okay, and actually there are two electrodes are deep in electrolyte. There are two electrodes deep in electrolyte. This is the point positive, this is negative, this is positive electrode and this is negative electrode. This is point A and this is point B, this is point C and this is point D. This is the resistance R, and we know that the current flow to positive to negative, so this is the direction of current. Okay, this is current I. At that point, if we find out the point P, the value of the point P, the value of the voltage is positive, okay, and point N, the value of the voltage is negative. So the potential difference between delta V is equals to Vp minus Vn. The potential difference between these 2 points are equals to V positive minus V negative. So actually this potential difference is equals to epsilon, and epsilon is equals to what? This is EMF, and EMF full form is electromotive force. Okay, then the value of the electromotive force is epsilon is equals to V plus minus V minus. Okay, so this is the actually the EMF is not actually a force, basically it is a potential difference, but how but its name is electromotive force, but it is not related to force, and it is not a exact, it is not a force, it is only a potential difference. Okay, but we know that a current is flow in a closed loop, so there are some contribution of this electrolyte, so we are find out the total potential. Okay, if we are find out the total potential V is equals to potential between P to A, then potential between A to B, and potential between B to N. Okay, this is simple, because in electrolyte the current is flow to negative to positive, so in this case in electrolyte the current direction is like this, okay, opposite direction of P to A and opposite direction of B to N. Okay, so we are considered like this, but the current direction is negative. Okay, opposite, so there this is V plus, and due to the current direction is negative opposite, so we are using IR, and R is the internal resistance of this electrolyte. Okay, R is what? R is the internal resistance of this electrolyte, and then finally we write minus V minus. Okay, if we simplify this formula, minus V minus IR, we know that this is what? This is actually basically epsilon, like EMF. Okay, the epsilon minus IR, this is also a formula of find out the potential in this cell. Okay, if we replace this equals to IR, and this R is what? This R is this resistance of the cell. Okay, equals to epsilon minus IR. If we find out the value of the I from here, so we are using IR plus IR equals to epsilon, and from I is common, we are getting the value of the I is epsilon upon R plus R. So this is the value of the current flow in a cell. Okay, this is the value of the current flow in a cell, and this R, small r is the what? Small r is the basically internal resistance. We are right here, small r is internal resistance. Okay, small r is what? Internal resistance, and capital R is what? External resistance. And this is the value of the EMF, and this is the value of the potential, and this is the value of the current in a cell. Then we are discussing about the combination of cell, because if we are discussing about the series and parallel combination of the resistor, so in the same phenomena the cell also are in combination. We are put the cell in the many combination, and these combination also have two types. First is series and the second is parallel combination. So we are discussing about the combination of cell. Combination of cell firstly we are using series combination. Okay, in series combination we are put the cell like this, first, second, we are using only two cell, for simple calculation. Then we are generalize the formula. Okay, this is point A, this is point B, and this is point C. This EMF is epsilon 1, this EMF is epsilon 2. Okay. So in this case, VAB, the potential difference between these 2 points is equals to epsilon 1 minus I is flow current. Okay, current is same in complete circuit. So I and R1 is the internal resistance of, and R2 is the internal resistance of this cell. So VAB equals to like this, and if we find out the VBC, we are getting epsilon 2 equals to I R2. Then we finally want VAC. VAC is equals to VA minus VC. Okay, so we put the value of VA equals to this and this. You also write this VAB minus VBC. Okay, this is same. Then what is the value of VAB equals to epsilon IR1 minus epsilon 2 plus IR2. If we simplify this, this is epsilon 1 minus epsilon 2, and in both case if we are common, if you are taking common what minus I, okay, then you are getting R1 minus R2. Okay, you are getting what? You are getting R1 minus R2. So this is VAC. VAC equals to, this is E equivalent minus I R equivalent. Okay. Final. Here E equivalent is basically epsilon 1 minus epsilon 2, and R equivalent is basically R1 minus R2. Okay. So if you add more than 1 or, and if you add n number of cells, then you are add easily this using this formula. And if we are consider the parallel combination, second we are consider parallel combination. So the cell parallel combination of like this, like a resistor, this. Okay, this is point A and this is point B. This is epsilon 1, this is epsilon 2, this is R1, this is R2, and in the both cells the potential difference V is same. This is V, this is also V, but this is I, and this divided into 2 parts, I1 and I2. So in this case potential is not same, but in this case the current is not same in the both case. So we are using this formula I equals to I1 plus I2 to find out the value of the parallel combination of resistance in cell. Then if we using this formula, then we easily find out the value of I1. So the value of I1 is equals to epsilon 1 minus V upon R1, then plus epsilon 2 minus V upon R2. We are using V because in the both case the potential is same, and we simplify this. This is epsilon plus epsilon 2 upon R2, and if we using this V common, then we are getting, okay, it's simple. Then if we, because we are consider two derivation in form of V, so we also want to this derivation in the form of V. So we take V single, so we simplify it. This is V, if we are taking LCM, this is R1 R2, epsilon 1 R2 plus epsilon 2 R1 minus V. We are also taking LCM R1 R2, then we are getting R2 plus R1. Okay, and if we multiply this R1 R2 from the here, then I R1 R2 barabar epsilon 1 R2 plus epsilon 2 R1 minus V R2 plus R1, if you want to find the value of v, you are put this value here, this here, and divided by this value from both value, so you are getting the value of v right here directly. Okay, epsilon to r1 upon r1 plus r2 minus I r1 r2 upon r1 plus r2. So this is basically E equivalent minus I R equivalent. Okay, so the value of E equivalent is basically, if we write here 1 upon E equivalent, so you are getting epsilon 1 r1 plus epsilon 2 r2. This is the value of E equivalent, and if you find the value of R equivalent, you are getting 1 upon R equivalent is equals to 1 upon r1 plus 1 upon r2. This is the value of R equivalent. So in the parallel combination, if you find out the total EMF, you are using this formula, and if you want to find out the total internal resistance, you are using this formula. So this formula is both in case. Okay, and in one case, if you are using this cell to reverse bias, okay, and also this cell to reverse bias, so you are using epsilon 2 is equals to minus epsilon 2. If you are using this cell in reverse bias, negative, you connect to negative also, so you are using epsilon 2 to minus epsilon 2. You are replaced in this derivation epsilon 2 to minus epsilon 2. Okay, and also if you are using here this cell in reverse bias, so you are replaced in this derivation epsilon 2 to minus epsilon 2. So remember that what is the polarity of this cell. If the polarity is same, then you are using this derivation. If polarity is different, so you replace the epsilon 2 value to with minus sign. Okay, in both case. So this is the combination of this is the combination of cell. And after, in this chapter, we are discussing about a Kirchhoff law. Kirchhoff law is basically using to simplify a complex circuit. Okay, and then we find out some application. The application is what? Hewitt-Stone bridge and meter bridge and potentiometer. So in 3 to 4 topics we are finished this chapter. In next lecture, if you like this lecture, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.